It's a very violet scent. Lord, it is a very violet. Am I saying violet right? Or it's just, I don't know if I just sound wrong, but hi everybody, I am Chantel and thank you so much for joining me today. If you saw the title, you know exactly what I am going to be discussing today. It is a subject that is going to be very fun for me. For those of you that are new to me, I'm Chantel and I do videos on beauty as well as fragrance, and I do some try on hauls here and there. For those of you that are new to my channel, look below. What I have below is all of the timestamps for today's video. So if there's a particular scent that you want to skip to, you can go ahead and look below and you can just click it and go to there. So today we are going to discuss one of my favorite categories of my fragrance collection, and that is my baby powder / baby lotion and wash fragrances. I got a couple of reactions to my last video to go ahead and discuss some of the childhood reminiscent scents that I absolutely love that are in my collection, and I wanted to put them all together, but I think that would be way too long, so I decided to just go ahead and just stick with baby products for now. Later on we are going to discuss more of my favorite childhood reminiscent scents that pertains to like things like lotion and shower gels and soaps, etc. The first category that I like to discuss is baby powder. Now I know a lot of perfumes have powdery notes and there are some perfumes that are predominantly powdery perfumes, but what I'm talking about today is the scent of Johnson's baby powder. There's a couple of things that I use if I want to create this type of scent, and I mainly use this as a base to other types of fragrances that I use. I get these little cheapy oils called baby powder, and I've been wearing these since I was in high school, and just about everyone that I've smelled pretty much smell like the basic Johnson's baby powder. Another thing that I use, it is by the house of Demeter, and it is called baby powder. The Demeter baby powder scent is literally like a dead-on dupe to Johnson's baby powder. It is that dry, fresh, clean, kind of sweet, powdery scent, and it's actually to me more reminiscent to the old school Johnson's powder with the talc added to it. Those two things, the oil, the baby powder oil, I've been able to find it at gas stations. If you have individuals that just sell like oils and incense, you can find them with them, or you can even go on eBay and search. And the Demeter baby powder perfume spray oil, those are also on eBay, or you can get those directly from Demeter. So those are my favorite scents to recreating the actual Johnson's baby powder. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into the Johnson's washes. Even though this one now is not marketed for a body wash, back in the day it used to, and I'm going to try to put a picture of it on the screen as well as the notes to the perfumes that I'm going to discuss. But it has like more so a fruity floral type of scent, and it's almost like citrusy. They describe it as a blend of jasmine, rose with some citrusy grapefruit in it, with some pineapple, powdery and musky notes. Now I can really see that pineapple and I can really see the grapefruit. I don't really know if I see that jasmine or if I see that rose, but definitely that powdery and that musky scent. The dead-on dupe that I found for the Johnson's baby shampoo is by the brand Demeter again, and it is called baby shampoo. With this, I can definitely smell the violet that Johnson mentions on their website. I can also smell that powdery and those musky essences as well to give it that nice clean finish to it. I also smell that citrusy as well as just a little bit of fruitiness in the background to it. It is just a wonderful type of scent. Now with the house of Demeter, you should know that it does not last very long. I like to spray it on my clothing so that I can get a little bit of scent longevity with this, but it does not last long as well. But while it is there, it is beautiful. And that is baby shampoo by the house of Demeter. The next one that I have that is an absolute favorite of mine is the Johnson's Moisture Baby Wash in the pink bottle. I'm gonna lump this with the Johnson's lotion in the pink bottle because they have very similar scents, and I just absolutely love these two. If I want to smell very, I don't know, gregarious and just happy and going with the flow, and I just don't want to think too hard about my fragrance, or I don't want to make a statement with my fragrance, I use the Johnson's Baby Lotion as well as the wash, and then these fragrances that I am going to discuss that are very close dupes to them. Johnson's refer to these scents as soft powdery scents. They have fresh green citrus notes and some soft florals in it. It also says on its website oriental, powdery, as well as musky, and it says that it is built around a trio of rose. The first one that I have is by the house of Annick Goutal, and it is called Eau de Charlotte. When you spray it, it kind of smells kind of green upon the initial blast, but then as it dries down a little bit, it goes through a phase of being very, very powdery, and then once it calms down on the skin and kind of warms up on the skin, there's that sweet lily of the valley that just kind of stays with me. And to me, the cacao powder, even though cacao powder is kind of reminiscent of like a cocoa powder or a chocolate, it doesn't give me that at all. It just kind of keeps it sweet. It helps make the vanilla even sweeter on my skin. I love wearing this with Johnson's Baby Lotion. The second one that I have, it is over there in my collection, and my collection is a mess right now. I'm actually trying to organize it, so it is a mess, and I can't I can't reach back there further enough to get it, but it is made by the house of Guerlain, and it is called L'Instant Magic, or I maybe pronounce L'Instant Magique. Now, I discussed this one in the femininity video that I have a couple of videos back. This one has a lot of notes in it, so I'm not going to be able to go over every single note in detail with this one, but for me, this smells like a mixture of the Johnson's Baby Lotion as well as the baby powder put together. It is a very violet scent. Lord, it is a very violet. Am I saying violet right? Or it's just, I don't know if I just sound wrong, but it is a very violet scent. And for me, I'm not a fan of violet too much, because to me it kind of makes me queasy sometimes, but this is done very, very well because there's a little bit of citrus in the top notes that help that violet so it doesn't smell too airy. There's also some bergamot, and I am a bergamot queen. I absolutely love bergamot. There's some rose and some iris and some almond and some vanilla. There is some musk and cedarwood, and I think sandalwood in the dry down as well. This is very, very nice. It smells to me like a pink baby powder. The only thing about it to me is I wish it was a little bit more warm on my skin. It's nice, it's powdery. That violet really makes a nice combination with the rose and the bergamot and the citrus, and it is very reminiscent of the Johnson's Baby Wash mixed with the powder. Was discontinued for a while. They just came out with it again. I don't know if it's very pricey. I've had my bottle for some years at this point, but I think that if you are buying samples, I think that this one is worth a try. It is by Guerlain, and it is the perfume called L'Instant Magique. Or is it L'Instant Magic? I don't know, correct me down below. So the next category I have is the Johnson's Lavender Bedtime Bath Wash. This reminds me of when I was going to college in those summers when I would come home and I would take a bath at nighttime, and I would use that Johnson's Bedtime Bath, and then I would just lay in front of the fan afterwards in my home. I don't know, I just have some of the weirdest memories, but I love Johnson's Bedtime Bath. According to Johnson, it is a floral type of scent. It has lily of the valley, jasmine blossom in it, some pink rose petals as well. It also says that it has water ivory, juicy apricots. Then it says that it is an amber, like it has an amber dry down with some warm milk notes to it. Interestingly enough, it does not mention lavender, but that is okay because the fragrances that I am going to discuss today does not mention lavender either. The first one that I am going to discuss is the Born Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker. And to me, this is so good. It has notes of some peony. It also has some orange blossom in it, honeysuckle, and some freesia. It has a dry down of cedar, patchouli, and then some caramel. I don't get a lot of patchouli in this, thank God. I'm not a huge patchouli fan. However, to me, it is a very sweet scent. It's powdery. It also smells like, to me, like it has some violet in it, but maybe that's the honeysuckle and the freesia that's giving it that warm floral but clean scent. This is very reminiscent of Johnson's Bedtime Bath. It's very cheap on Amazon as well. I found this for about $30. I don't think you can go wrong by blind buying it, but if you're a Johnson's Bedtime Bath fan, give this one a try. This is another one by the house of Annick Goutal, and this is called Petite Cherie. And this is also one that does not have lavender in the notes, but to me it is a dead-on dupe to the Johnson's Bedtime Bath. Interestingly enough, it does not smell I know this is crazy, but it doesn't smell like a dead-on dupe for Born Lovely, but they are in the same family. This has opening fruity notes in it. It has pear and it has peach in it as well. And then it has some grass in there for a little bit of a vegetative edge. I don't smell the grass in it. I don't even get it upon the initial blast of me spraying this spray. It also has rose and then a note called Hedion and then lilac as well. Then it has a base of vanilla and then some musk. I get that peach in it, and I think that peach is what kind of is reminiscent to the apricot that Johnson's lists on their website when it comes to the Bedtime Bath. This is another one that is kind of spendy, so I definitely would not recommend blind buying this. But if you like the Bedtime Bath but you want a little bit more amped up in that fruity side of it, not necessarily the apricots, but for this one it is that peach and then that warm musk just plays so well together. But you like that Johnson's Bedtime Bath and you want something to layer with it, try the Petite Cherie by Annick Goutal. The last one that I have is the scent of Baby Magic. I was kind of hesitant to put this one on here because to me it doesn't smell very reminiscent of Baby Magic. Baby Magic has two types of scent. They have the original scent and then they have the soft floral powder scent. Now this is kind of like a combination of them both, but it is something kind of masculine to it that is almost kind of like woodsy, and that makes it not a dead-on dupe. But it was so cheap. I think I want to say I got this from Target for about $2.99. It is not as sweet as the yellow Baby Magic bottle, but it is a very fresh scent, and it does give you that little bit of nuance of that original Baby Magic. And it's also good to layer with the yellow lotion. I think it's worth a try. I'm not sure if it's sold in drugstores anymore. I think I got this bottle maybe like, I don't know, 3 years ago. But it's really nice to lather all over the body for your night shower, or when you're going somewhere and you don't want to think too hard, or you're not feeling well, you have a headache or something like that. But this is the Baby Magic cologne and the fresh floral scent. Okay, so that is all that I have today. I apologize if this video was a little bit too short, but stay tuned. I am going to do more when it comes to discussing those common scents that we love, like soaps and lotions, etc. So stick with me, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you found something that you like. I will talk to you soon.